we're going to try this on. I'm sure he was upset with me and I was upset with him because and oh my goodness.
I know that she's obsessed with white skin, but what I struggle more is if we're out.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's so sexual.
He's like, who?
Good. He's like, I don't know you.
I don't like to push me away.
Look.
Watch out.
Man, it's so chubby.
But he looks like Jax though. Hey, oh, what happened to you? His leg.
Because of my leg, he wasn't put it on like because I.
Yeah, BJ just had a knee surgery.
What's up, man?
That's cute that he did it. Hey, Jax. Yuri missed you.
Remember?
Yuri.
You remember Yuri and Tommy?
How can you remember
Do
you?
you remember Uncle James?
Yeah.
Oh, now you do. He had a clogged tear duct, so he had surgery recently.
So how are you feeling, man?
Better than yesterday. Like the last time, this was like super big. Right? This is the one I had surgery on this time. Like I wasn't able to walk for like a week or two.
When you had this one?
Yeah, but now I can walk. I walked out of the hospital actually.
Good morning, everybody. So right now we're going to have some lunch, Korean food, and we are here with Yuri and Bruce.
Wait, is that your name?
Yeah. That's my name. We have the same name.
I know, that's awesome, right?
Yeah. Maybe you can be my best friend. Forever.
Yes.
2 Yuris.
2 teams.
That means we're a team now.
Team Yuri.
Team Yuri.
And no, the Somi team. One the Somi, 1 Mommy Lily, and 2 Gary. That's it. Oh, I forgot your name.
Bruce.
Bruce.
And 1 Bruce.
Say hi. It's not.
Oh, hi.
The car is not moving.
Hi.
So say hi. 뭐라고? 핸드폰 왜? 가져왔어. 근데 왜? James, he's out riding his bike. You guys all know that he just loves riding bicycle. He had to find some group ride and he went out to ride his bike. 아빠 어디 갔어? 어디 갔어? 미리 너 머리 너무 귀엽다. 이쁘다. 어? 머리 마음에 들어? 소미 머리 너무 예쁘다. 소미 머리 마음에 들어? 어? Thank you. So we're vlogging together. Vlogging while vlogging. It's a nice private room for us. They're doing live while I'm vlogging. So we're going to start eating. 소미 왜? All she wants is a cell phone.
These are spicy noodles,
뭐야
man.
지금? 엄마한테 엑스한 거야?
Yeah.
I'm so hungry now. I was not really hungry, but now I'm here. I'm really hungry.
You want some pancakes?
먹어.
The Korean pancakes?
아이고, 젓가락질. 보다.
Cabbage?
아이고.
This one's not spicy.
도와줄게. So the food is here. And BJ, what did you order?
This is braised pork.
I think he ordered 족발. And he really has no idea what that is. What do you think about that?
Sorry, it's like pig.
I'm not gonna tell you what it is until you enjoy it. And I like it with this sauce. But you're not gonna eat this, right? So you never tried pig feet?
I have it, not like this.
Really? Yeah, so Broderick ordered pig feet without knowing what it is.
Oh, so that's what.
I forgot what they called it.
Pork belly.
Yeah.
Pork belly thing. They have something.
So that's
Let me
what I
see.
thought it was.
Yeah, so he ordered 족발. It's not belly. You should ask me before you order. I feel bad. Also, even their 족발, I don't know if I really like it.
It's all good.
There's some 족발 that are really nice, but
This one's kind of hard. The outside is the skin.
Yeah, so they're gonna interview me.
Maybe James will be back from his 100-mile bike ride. I was gonna go with him, but I was like, I usually only do 200 miles.
Who's that? Who's that? He does not like to smile. Unless it's kissing daddy or kissing mama.
Okay, so we just did interview, and actually I want to interview them. How did you guys meet? I want to hear their love story. Came back from a bike.
It's beautiful.
How many miles?
Right?
Here?
No, where you normally bike is flat.
Yeah. A little rolling hills,
Right,
but it's
but not
like
like here.
short, like quarter
Gotcha.
mile hill. But here, man, like a 13 mile, I'm like grinding. Like, I didn't have breakfast or lunch.
How many miles?
60 miles.
60 miles? You said it was 80 miles.
I didn't have enough food to do 80 miles.
What the peanut butter and jelly sandwich wasn't enough?
Oh, that's gone.
You should make like 2.
That's gone.
That's almost like from Colorado Springs to Denver.
Yeah.
Look at that. I almost made it to Colorado Springs, but I was like, you guys are here, so there's no need to go there.
Wow.
In 3 hours, 20 minutes.
How often do you go bike?
As much as I can.
That's amazing.
It's good for your heart.
Okay. Let's start over from the beginning. Alright. Hi guys! I'm here with Yuri and Bruce. Oh, sorry. I'm here with Yuri and Bruce. She's from the Philippines, right? And you're from here. We've been talking to each other for a while. I think like for 3 years, right? Yeah. Over Facebook and YouTube. Finally, we got to meet, and so I'm really excited, and I want to hear their love story. Let's start with how you met.
Well, we met, I know it's kind of get a little stigma about it, but we actually met online on a dating site called Filipino Cupid. We were both kind of rebounding off bad relationships and everything, so we were real, scared about going into another real relationship. But we started talking to each other and just found it very easy to talk. And it was this like immediate connection. So we started doing videos, chats. We started to develop a relationship over time. At the time, I was in the US. I moved. I was actually working in Kuwait for a bit. So I was able to make these trips to the Philippines. And I actually made my first ever trip to the Philippines to meet her in person. The only way I can describe it, meeting her in person, was like magic. It was like spiritual experience. That song, Whole New World. That song, I finally understood it. A whole new world, a whole new point of view. Like, it was like, the colors were brighter. I understood ballads. I hate ballads.
Sceneries were more beautiful. It's like everywhere we go. I mean, I've been to the places repeatedly in
Your
the
hometown,
Philippines, in Cebu. But then when we were together, it felt like I appreciated it more. Like
You
it
guys are
was-
in love. That's all.
Yeah.
You just knew that right away, man. This is it. This is the woman.
You know when you really know is like, we actually broke up a few times when we first started getting together. We really broke up. It was real. Like, I broke up with her, she broke up with me, on and off. And for a year, like maybe 2 years. You really know you're in love when that person is apart from you. You feel like your heart hurts. Like, you feel like feeling of somebody has passed away.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. It felt so hard to be away from her that I was like, I can't be without her. So that's when I really knew that this is it.
How long did you stay in the Philippines?
First time was only like a week and a half, and then I went back and seen her for like a month.
Yeah.
Where we actually lived together for a bit.
We were dating 2 years before we decided to get married, because meeting online is like you don't really know
Yeah.
the person until you live physically.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you marry in the Philippines or here?
We actually did the K1 visa, which is it's a fiance visa where basically we got engaged in the Philippines, but when she came to the U.S., she gets a visa, K1 visa, allows her to come to the U.S. Then that's when we get married. We got 90 days to get married, so we got married in the U.S. Here in Colorado, actually.
Okay. So what is it like to live in the United States?
During the first year, I really felt isolated, especially because here in Colorado, there's not a big Asian community in here.
Okay. The way you live, right?
Yeah, and then specifically where we live, there's only one Asian market there.
My town doesn't have any Asian market, by the way. Alright. Let's keep going.
The way they live here is like, oh, you always mind your own business. Neighbors don't talk to any new neighbors. So
More individualistic rather than collective, right?
Yeah.
Community,
Yes.
like the Philippines.
yeah, and then also I didn't know how to drive during the first year because I was really independent. I was going through depression. Communication, we always communicate about our feelings. It was really hard, but at the same time I decided to come here because I really love my husband. I love what we have, so I want to work it out. At first it was hard, but later on I was able to overcome and just get used to the environment.
A lot of Blasian relationship that I come across, they always go through those family objections. How was it for you guys?
With me, my mom she didn't want my black boyfriend, but but she's not.
What do you mean? She didn't want?
She didn't like that
Oh,
I
she-
have and want that I have a black boyfriend, but at the same time, since growing up, I've always been like, I'm independent. I always ask myself, what do I want for me? What matters to me? Yes, my husband's black, but I look at him more than his
The
color.
skin color. Yes, exactly.
Yes. My mom wasn't really like telling me up front that, hey, I don't like your boyfriend, but I know that she's obsessed with white skin, and she expressed that she liked my ex because
His what?
because he had a white skin color.
Because he was white.
He wasn't white, but he was like
Oh.
an Indian. He had a white light skin.
Oh.
And she really loved his cheeks because it was pinkish and stuff like that, So so it was like I knew how she felt, but I've always been focused on what I want, because at the end of the day, it's what I want. If I'm happy, I can share it to my family as well. That's how I've always been.
What about you?
My mom has been very supportive of me. I'm really lucky. She just wants me to be happy. When she met Yuri, she just is evaluating her character. She's evaluating who she is as a person, and they're blown away. My family loves Yuri. We're really blessed to have her as a part of our family.
And Philippine culture, they're not really in your face insulting you about whom you're dating. But what I struggle more is if we're out and people are constantly staring. And it's like, oh, why is she with a black guy or something, Oh, he must have the size must be big, or stuff like that. And then that's what I struggle more. Like when I'm in the taxi and my husband's black or my boyfriend's black, and they're like, oh, that means it's big, or like, oh, did you struggle because I'm like, isn't that offensive to?
The things that people say just because you're with black, like they're like, oh, you must like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes! It's so
like that kind of
sexual.
stuff.
I don't understand why they always associate,
That.
Being with black men with only that type of thing, and it's only physical thing, Basically, there's no love or spiritual, connection between us. They just only see us like because we're hooking up and because we like good
because
stuff,
we're so sexual. Another struggle that I have is like when people know that I'm with a black guy. It's like one time I went back home by myself. I had a conversation with the cab driver and said, oh, I heard that they beat their, wives. I mean, are you okay? Like, did that ever happen to you? I'm like, no, my husband's not like that. That's not true. Not all black men are like that. That's just a stereotype. Not everybody's like that.
Any struggles that you had to go through because you're with Asian woman?
Yeah, I would say adjusting and understanding her culture, and that's something that I see a lot of Western men struggling with. That they'll ask me, well, is it normal for Filipinos to do this? Is it normal for them to be so attached to their family? Yeah, I would say that was the main struggle of being with someone outside of your culture, is understanding why they behave a certain way, what they do, and really embracing it, understanding it, meaning participate in it, eat the food, try it, go to the country, figure out the customs, try the customs. And that's what's been, it's been an adventure for me. I like it. It is a struggle, it's a challenge, but I like challenges.
Yeah. It makes us grow, right?
Exactly.
Have broader perspective. And they actually have YouTube channel and they make relationship advice video. They said they had K1 visa, right? And so they also help other people to get K1 visa, and so you should check out their YouTube channel. Do you have any kids?
I do have kids. I have 2 kids from a previous marriage.
But planning to have any kids between you guys?
After meeting you, probably in the future.
It used to be no.
It used to be no, but you change your mind probably 2 years from now.
But I don't want to, change whatever you plan. Do whatever you want. Just do the best for you. But I was just kind of trying to convert her, like, hey, have some kids. Those kids really breaks all the stereotypes, and then even those racial tension, it brings people together.
Absolutely, it breaks the boundaries down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And seriously, are they black? Are they Asian? You can't, So that means no racism there. I mean, basically, racism,
They have to understand both sides.
Yeah, just demolish it right there. I think it's a beautiful thing when 2 different cultures come together, 2 different people, ethnicities come together. We can break a lot of, stereotypes or racism, and I think it's a really beautiful thing.
Me too.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so much.
So,
And for those who are in relationships, good luck to all of you.
이거 filming 하고 있어요? 네.
Yeah, your brother's gonna sit here.
I'm really sad right now. Finally.